Thank
okay,
you.
people out there, buy all the things. Okay.
Yes, right. You got it.
Look,
Oh,
is the yellow do you want?
it's
Yes.
this is so cool.
Because in the white cardstock,
Wow, see the difference?
yes.
That's amazing. Awesome.
Black
This is sorcery.
is
It
yellow.
is. It's magic.
Hey everybody, it's road trip time! I've given myself the personal challenge to take everything I'm getting from the make and take this year and creating an art journal in real time, on the scene.
Good morning, guys. It's day 2.
Yes! It is done! Let's do a walkthrough. The 2024 Mega Make and Take Extravaganza Art Journal. Dun dun dun! So if you've been watching my Expo journey, you know I had no idea what this art journal was going to look like. And I'm really pleased with how it came out. So working with this square size based on this back page. Ba-dam! This is the make and take that determined the shape of this year's art journal because of the piece of wood backing that this went on. So this back cover is a hard cover. And in doing so, what happened was the scrapbook paper that I had bought from the Tesla crafts table while I was there, the 12-inch sheets, right, if you lay them out to make a full spread, leave a gap. So some of the pages are narrow, but that's really cool because it creates this peekaboo effect. And I really love how that worked on this page here. Because inside the card, I continued with more of Crazy Creations stickers with some of the additional ephemera. I really love how the die cuts from Spellbinders really introduce you to this book. It carries along a theme and kind of invites you to go ahead and turn the page. And for the binding, I used simple strips across the middle to just attach additional pages as I went along, which really helped because the gap in between here really helped with the depth of these shaker cards. So because I left such a gap, it helped in creating space. Come here, space, in creating space for that. The Scrappy Boy Cinderella page just fits so perfectly on this scrapbook paper. I really loved it. I picked up a few packs of this paper, and it's from a company out in Italy. CB. Oh, of course. Ciao Bella. Ciao Bella. CB papers. So the narrow page gets us to Peekaboo with Cinderella over here. Her little magic slipper. Used the extra paper that would have made the card. Used that to help bind the pages with little extra scraps around. The Live, Laugh, Love. You know, when I dumped out all the contents of those make and takes out on the table, I kind of lost track what came from what make and take. So I'm not even sure where the Live, Laugh, Love, which make and take that was from. But the way that shimmers just added to the whole Cinderella story. An afternoon tea on me. So I love this Stamplistic card, this tent card. I really enjoyed that. And when I combined it with KNC Essentials ephemera for their cards, it just added a whole story to the page, and I really love that. These are from Keep It Simple. So using the butterfly from the KNC Essentials card to help the tent card stand up. The cute couple with their camper van. I'm here for you. Going with a birthday theme on this page. So happy for you. Congrats. The other thing I did to get into some nitty-gritty details, the sequins that were part of Crazy Creations card here from the shaker card. I purposefully made sure to keep some of those out to put in the book as I was making it. And they just seem to work really well here with KNC's background paper. I really enjoyed combining all the different make and takes into one. So this is Crafty Meraki's shaker tag. Shakers were definitely the trend this year. And I love how Keep It Simple's color tones matched with the mint green of Crafty Meraki's tag. Of course, Crazy Creations stickers, you could put them anywhere. Yay, and the Brass and Bliss, surprise, little birthday card. Brass and Bliss, which is continuing in the footsteps of Rubbernecker stamps. This turned out to be my favorite page with more of those scrapbook papers made in Italy. This pack was the Land of the Rising Sun. When I combined that with the layered stencils from the ton, it's fantastic. I love it so much. So being able to make this one page at a time and kind of doing the binding with each new page made it possible to actually incorporate Chalk Couture's sign. They had it was to be a magnet in this nice wooden frame. But, you know, why not in an art journal? I just made sure to, since this isn't a situation where here I can control the gap for thickness, Here, I just made sure that when I made creases for this page, I kept it wide to compensate. Keep It Simple really gave us several options at the make and take in order to make several cards. Look, I could have made 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. So, and I believe that's where all these little extra word bits come from. Alright, so these are part of the Keep It Simple ephemera for their shaker cards. They're popping up all over the place. A lot of them are in here as well. Keep It Simple. There's another one. And here, the only thing on this card, right? So the chevron pattern paper was supposed to cover this shaker card, and I didn't like the way it covered it. So I took the pieces from in between that you popped out and just gave it a hint of chevron on this shaker card. And then use this in the background here to create some nice depth, working in threes, 1, 2, 3. Those cutouts, they were awesome. They're appearing in a lot of places here. So in some cases, instead of leaving a page narrow, I just combined it. I glued it on top of another sheet, so I could have 2 full pages in the spread. Besides steering the entire book in its shape, this last section was determined by Scrap That. And when I was putting this kit together from Scrap That, the creative in me was having lots of fun. So check this out. I couldn't just leave the door be. Instead of just gluing it on, I put a brass tab in here for the doorknob and made it so that you could open it. Using a piece of paper basically sandwiched in to create a hinge, covering it up with a little flower pot. It put just that little extra something on this back page. And if I had had more time while I was making this, it was going to get even more complicated with a flagpole and more detail on the bell. But time is not always our friend, so I'm really happy with how this turned out. And if you look, there's more of those chevrons added in here because the color matched pretty good. Just added more dimension. And Scrappy Boys ephemera, they fit perfectly with the little schoolhouse, which left this page blank. And I just had other bits and pieces that were still just floating around. So made this little art page, Keep It Simple ephemera. This is from Stamplistics, papers, right? I think this is left over from K&C Essentials. And there's still some more sequins that I added in here. After all the internal pages were bound, I used the scraps left over from the cover pages to bind the cover together. And then just last minute, I decided to weave the lanyard into the binding so I have some place for my gold medal, my yellow medal. I earned that. I think I used every little bit of ephemera that we received from the make and take. I even kept one of Keep It Simple's cards to send to my sister for her birthday. And the fun thing about it I very purposefully left. If you look in the center there, there is a piece of red sequins from Crafty Meraki's tag. It's a little heart. Kind of like to make it a game to tell my sister that somewhere in the shaker card. Ah, there. Can you see it now? Yes, you can. Here, we'll turn it. Almost like a fun hide and seek game inside her little shaker card. Thanks for being there, Stampin' Scrapbook Expo. I am very thankful for you. I had a really great time. I love the atmosphere that is created and the new friends that I make every year. And going to the beat of my own drummer, I created quite the keepsake for this year's adventure. Thanks, guys, for following along on my journey. Remember, laugh at life, laugh a lot. See you soon.